Hi Zionsville, Emily here. I am extremely excited to have a conversation with Vince Randolph, an important member of our fire department. Vince serves as our public educator and is doing a lot of cool things in our community that we are going to chat about today. So I'm going to ask him a handful of questions, but maybe first of all, just introduce yourself to those folks who haven't had a chance to meet you out in our community.
Wonderful. Well, as was stated, my name is Vince Randolph. I'm the public educator with Zionsville Fire, and I have been in public education for nearly 20 years. I enjoy what I do.
So National Fire Prevention Week. Tell us more about, what that is and, what we typically will see communities do during this week.
Our crews, great crews, when it comes to education. I love to see them working with the children of all ages, sharing that information. Normally we're in the schools. We are seeing class after class, making sure they know what a firefighter sounds like, they dress like. They show the fire engine to pre-K so they understand that these are community helpers. And so this year has been, of course, a little different, like most things, right?
Yep.
So we've had to move to a virtual fire safety classroom. And what that entails is we've developed the same content that we based on the Indiana State Standards for Education, and we have put that in a digital format, a virtual format, and the teachers have been given the link to add it to their virtual curriculum.
Well, we appreciate you and the role that you play in our community. It is a big part of fire safety is fire prevention, and the work that you're doing is certainly tailored specifically towards how do we get prepared for a potential fire event, and how do we respond in a way that keeps us and our families safe.
There are 3 P's of fire and life safety. 3 P's, and those are prevent, prepare, and practice. Prevent, prepare, and practice. And so our first goal is to encourage people and to instruct people to prevent fires, and that's by looking out for hazards that could potentially lead down the road to a fire. So if I can somehow get a message over to look out for that, they can start to correct that, and it doesn't become an issue. The leading causes of fire, home fires, is unattended cooking. Unattended cooking, and so I like to tell folks to, if you have something on the heat, stay until it's complete.
Yeah.
Don't leave that that pot or that pan on the stove. That could lead to a fire. And we want to make sure that they're taking those preventative measures. Once you have those in check, or you're thinking about preventing fires, you also want to prepare. And I encourage everyone to make a plan. A fire escape plan with your family. Include everyone. I don't care how young they are or how elder they are. Include them, because everybody needs to know what to do when that smoke alarm goes off. You make a plan. You want to make sure that you have 2 ways out of each room and a meeting place outside. When you're trying to get out, the 2 ways out, the first way, you should always try the door. If you feel it and it's hot, it's not a good exit way. So you might want to try a second way, like a window. But make sure that if you use the window, utilize an escape ladder if you're on a high level. We don't want to add to injury. And lastly, that last P is to practice. Teaching prevention and getting prepared does very little good if it's not practiced occasionally. So I want to encourage everyone to practice. Practice that plan that you make. Practice with your young children. Bring them up to always be thinking about fire safety and fire safe practice.
You have so inspired me. I know that we have the plan and we have the process of making sure our fire alarms are working and things like that, but we've never actually practiced what happens in the event we have a fire in my home. I'm going to go home and do that. Thank you
That's
for
good.
helping make sure that we know the 3 Ps.
No worries. And if I could add one more, and that would be to personalize. Personalize. And what I mean by that is everybody's home is different, and everybody's family is different.
Thank you so much.
No worries. No
It's
worries.
really a pleasure getting to spend some time with you today and talk about something so important like fire prevention and practices to help keep us safe.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.